If you told me 2 months ago that today we'd be facing a worldwide pandemic and that pretty much everyone on the globe would be either isolated or freaking out or both, I would not have believed you. But that's the situation we face today. Gavin Gu here from UltimateReloader.com. Amidst all of the chaos, I wanted to provide you a quick personal update to talk about Ultimate Reloader and how it's affected and not affected by this whole COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. And then also to share a few brief words about how I believe we can best come together as a community, a reloading community, a shooting sports community, and a gun-owning community to weather the storm and to make the most of a really horrible situation. So first off, I'm fine. My family is fine. We're taking some pretty serious precautions. I talked to my parents about an hour ago. I asked them not to go anywhere. They're over 70. They're at high risk for this whole coronavirus thing. I offered to do their shopping for them. This is rubber hits the road stuff. I talked to my financial advisor. He hasn't left his house in over a week. He's over on the west side near Seattle. Things are going absolutely crazy. I know a lot of you are out of work. You might have had people get sick in your family. You might have had people die in your family. You might be stuck at home. My heart goes out to you. I really hope and pray that you can make the best of a difficult situation, to connect with family, to get to things that are on the back burner. Hopefully you're in your basement reloading ammunition. This is hard stuff. Fortunately for Ultimate Reloader, the impact is minimal. My friend Pete Milan from Impact Shooting, another YouTube channel that you should check out, had bought plane tickets later this month to come and see me, to hang out, film videos, and to shoot the Finlay Cup with me. That's been postponed. He probably would have gotten quarantined in Singapore, and he's got a baby at home. So we all have to make sacrifices, adjust plans, and so on and so forth. We'll get to it later. That's not a huge deal. I also have some supply chain issues that are causing delays for reviews. Some of the stuff that I talked about at the SHOT Show, we'll get to that later. The good news is I feel very fortunate that I have these facilities, shooting ranges, all this acreage, and I have a ton of product coming or already here. I got a lot of stories in the queue. I'm not slowing down. So you're going to see the same 2 to 3 stories published per week that I have been publishing. I'm having a ton of fun. I just feel eternally grateful to be impacted so minimally by this coronavirus pandemic. So transitioning to what can we do as a community to come together, I think the first thing I'm going to ask of you all is just carefully consider your needs and act accordingly. If you need one of something, buy one of something. If you need none of something, buy none of something. We've all seen that there's been a run on firearms, on ammunition, and on components. And to the extent that we can show restraint and share and not hoard is to the extent we can minimize the impact of these shortages. We all suffered when we couldn't buy .22 long rifle ammunition for years. That was horrible because of panic buying and other issues. There's been times when I couldn't buy reloading primers or smokeless powder. It's difficult, and it can put a major kink into important things to us all. So I would ask you to buy only what you need. I'd ask you to look at the people in your community and observe needs. If there's a friend, if there's someone in your shooting sports club, if there's someone that you shoot with in matches that needs something, consider giving them something. I've been doing that recently with some friends that are down on their luck or friends that don't have access to things that I have that I don't need. What about trading things? Instead of going out and panic buying, you could potentially find a friend that has something you need. You have something that that friend needs. Do an exchange. Think about buying it later. We will rebound from all of this. And that really kind of goes to my last thought is instead of thinking about panic buy in the near term, think about the long term. Think about how you can be prepared and your family can be prepared all up. And that does include reloading components. It does include firearms for your passions and for your home protection and all of that. I'm going to be taking a look at non-perishable food. I feel like I'd like to be a little bit more prepared in that area. I'm going to calculate how much my family needs to live on for 6 months, for example. And incrementally, slowly build up to that value and then maintain that value and those supplies that we need. I'm not going to contribute to the panic buying. And then finally, just think about how you'd like to be treated and treat others that way. I mean, this is a time when we can all come together and show love for each other, show compassion for each other, have fun together, and have some camaraderie amidst this crisis that we wouldn't have normally. I see a lot of you doing that online already. I've seen people do it in person. That's what we really need more of right now. I appreciate you all, and I really wish you all the best weathering the storm. Until next time, happy shooting and happy reloading.